What's going on, Bills fans? This is Bills Latest. We are brought to you by FanArc. Now we're getting Trey Hendrickson. Yep. Elite edge pass rusher. I'm sorry. I'm not forking over that much money for somebody who is on a team with a great offense and continued to show that really a non-factor on the defensive side of the ball. No? Does anybody recall saying how great the Bengals defense was? Is anybody seeing a trend with these pass rushers? Crosby, Garrett, Hendrickson. Their teams are trash. Cincy has a good offense. So you can't say that there's no offensive help for the defensive side of the ball, because that's not true. That's definitely not true. Cleveland, I can see it. No real offense. Vegas, I can see it. No real offense. But also, they're getting paid like a quarterback. There's this lure that still these guys can change games. They don't change games. Very rarely. Again, Myles Garrett, 22 or 23 sacks he had this year. That's only 22 or 23 plays. A quarterback goes through 50 a game. A wide receiver is going to get, a good wide receiver is going to get 10 touches a game, at least 10 targets. I get that defense is important. I do. I 100% get it. However, Seattle's defense was good, but there isn't a Myles Garrett or a Trey Hendrickson or a Max Crosby on that team. They have good players on the defensive side of the ball. But I don't know if anybody remembers, they had to win a shootout against the Rams. Had to win a shootout to get to the Super Bowl. I think a little too much emphasis is being put on the defensive side of the ball. I really do. I think the pay structure is out of whack. Out of whack. To me, it should be quarterback, running back, wide receiver, O-line. In that order, those should be your top ranked paid positions. Personally. That's just personal. But this is a waste of money. This will not get them over the hump. Trey Hendrickson is not the guy to get you over the hump. Go draft in the defense, in the draft. Go look for defensive players in the draft. Our secondary was not that bad. We need a few pieces. The offense needs a wide receiver more than it needs air. And now we're back on Omar Cooper Jr. Let's talk a little bit about his college ranks. He was pretty good. He was pretty good. Daniel Jeremiah has him 19th on the top 50 overall prospects for this year's draft. Second team All-America, ranked tied 12th nationally and third in the Big Ten with receiving touchdowns. The all-important stat, EA Sports rating, a 90. Guy's a 90 overall in college football 2026. That means you got to take him according to what's his face over with the Giants, his son. They have to draft a wide receiver with that first pick. They have to. Absolutely have to take a chance. Have to take a chance. Unless they are going to move that number one for a true number one wide receiver, draft a wide receiver. Draft the best available that is there. The best available that is there. Because we keep seeing all this shit about A.J. Brown and A.J. Brown and A.J. Brown. I'm over it. I'm 100% over A.J. Brown. Don't want him, cost too much. production isn't even there for what he demands. Take a wild guess how many times this guy's gone over 100 yards, or excuse me, 100 receptions in a season. Take a guess. If you guessed once, you're correct. He's done it once, and that was in 2023. Other than that, he's only been 80 receptions in 2022. Every other year, below 80. Below 80. Yeah, he's nice when you're on the goal line inside the 20 in the red zone. But maybe there's a reason Jalen Hurts isn't finding him as much as he is Devontae Smith. Maybe Devontae Smith is the true number one over there. Do we go get him? No, we can't go get him. That's a joke. That's a joke, people. Calm down in the comment section. I'm just kidding. Calm down. But I don't want A.J. Brown. I don't want A.J. Brown anymore. Not for the price tag. Like I said, I'd rather pay up for George Pickens, who is younger and has been more productive. Give me George Pickens. Give me a guy that is just fast, can run any route, play inside, outside, loves to go up and get the ball, loves to hurdle. I want Pickens. A.J. Brown, I'm over it. Eagles are being ridiculous in what they want for him. You can't leverage everything for A.J. Brown. I'd be more willing to leverage a lot for somebody like a George Pickens. But A.J. Brown, I just, no, not for me anymore. Not for, the price tag is too high. I don't think the production is there. Sure, I bet you he would be better in Buffalo. However, for the price, I'm all set. I'm all set there. So what this means to me is, man, Bean is going to have to make some magic work this offseason. And today really kicks off free agency, so we'll see what happens. But Bean is going to have to make some cap moves. He's going to have to try to trade for some guys. I hope their scout team has done a phenomenal job in the wide receiver department this year, because they're going to need to draft one, it looks like. They'll end up getting maybe a Shaheed or a mid-tier kind of guy, but I don't see a true number one coming in this year. They're going to have to try to hit in the draft, get somebody who just takes off and gets lucky. If I'm Bean, I'm revisiting that Keon Coleman, Brian Thomas Jr. trade. Seems like a pretty good trade to me. That'd be a risk I'm willing to take. I've seen Keon. I've seen what Brian Thomas Jr. can do. I'd rather have Thomas Jr. But again, Bean is going to have to make some moves, and it should all kind of start today, folks. So we should get some more fun news rolling in day by day. We're getting, believe it or not, we're getting closer and closer to draft day, closer and closer to the NFL season. So let's buckle in. Let's see what happens. We still got a lot of moving parts to kind of settle in, but it's on Bean now. The rest is on Bean now. But that has been it for today's Bills the Latest, folks. Again, we are brought to you by FanArc. We hope you hit that like and subscribe button down below. It helps us out tremendously. I know I'm annoying asking for it, but I tell you what, it helps. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.